Hi, and thank you for joining us on Holly D TV. I'm so glad that you're here today. Today we have Camille with Camille Goldston Hair and Makeup. She's going to show us a little tutorial on how to go from a natural look for your wedding to a nice dark smoky look. It's going to look really great and I can't wait to show you. Stay tuned. Thank you, Camille, for joining us. I'm so glad you're here. So, there's a few questions I have for you that a lot of brides will ask me, but me, being a photographer, I don't really know. So, you're the expert, and I want to ask you. So, to get a flawless look or a flawless face before the wedding, how do you prepare for that?
Well, a lot of that has to do with diet. Some of it is hormonal. But you can make your best efforts to making your skin look radiant and healthy and glowing by drinking a lot of water, staying hydrated.
Okay.
Maybe the night or two before your wedding or even before whatever event you have going on, you want to steam your face real well and exfoliate and make sure you moisturize really well the night before.
Okay.
And that helps for more of a flawless application onto the skin because it's removing any dead skin cells that are already there and showing, you know, the fresh skin that's there.
Okay, perfect. So say if, you know, a bride wakes up with a pimple, hopefully not, but what if they wake up with a pimple? What happens? What do you do? Or what do they do?
The best thing you can do is ice it and let your professional take a look at it and assess the situation from there, whether it's something that needs to be extracted or that can be left alone and kind of just covered with makeup. I would leave that to the professional, but what you can do is ice it in the morning and it'll take a lot of the red out.
That's good to know.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So then how do they prepare or how do they know what style they want to go for?
So I get both types of clients where they know specifically exactly what look they're going for and they bring me a photo of hair makeup that they like from a celebrity or stuff that's been done to them before that they love. Or I get a client that, you know, never really wears makeup but wants to wear makeup for her special day and doesn't really want to look like she's got a layer of cake on her face. But, you know, when you're paying a makeup artist, you also don't want to look like you don't have any makeup on. So it's actually finding that healthy balance of what looks good on you, what you're comfortable with, and that you still feel like you, but maybe the most glamorous version of yourself.
That's good. Okay, cool. Yes, I'm glad that you're confirming that because, you know, I always say like, you know, you might want to have a little bit more makeup. So sometimes, you know, for engagement shoots, I always suggest, you know, having your test run that day to do for your engagement shoot with the makeup artist so that you can see if you like it as well as see it on camera. What do you suggest about that?
I suggest that you book 2 separate sessions.
Okay.
I think you should do one session for your engagement shoot and do a different hair and makeup look than what you're actually going to do on the wedding.
Perfect.
Because I like the wedding to be like more of a reveal and something special and something different. So if you've already put out those photos of your engagement photos and that's exactly how you're going to do your hair and makeup, I kind of feel like it's not as impactful.
Okay, cool.
Definitely you do need a trial run just because if there's elements of makeup that you think that you want, that's the time that you try it. That's the time that I really invest in my clients in listening to them and taking into account what their wedding dress looks like, what their venue is, so that we can create a cohesive look together so that we have a beautiful color palette and a beautiful color story that tells the same story.
That's good.
And so a trial I feel is super important. And you know, it does take a little bit of length of time. A trial could be 2, 3, 4 hours depending on how many looks that we're going to do.
That's true.
Where on the wedding day, if I know exactly what I'm going to do, we can get in there, we can get you ready in 2 hours and you're looking flawless for your day without having to look in the mirror and make sure that that's what you're wanting.
That's perfect. That's good. I really like that. So I know with, you know, preparing for the day of the wedding day, do you like take a photo just to make sure that it's the same look or?
So for on my trial, yes, I take before and after photos. And then I also have a file and I write down specifically what products I use and take photos so that we're able to recreate that same look.
And one last question before we start the tutorial. So a question that I always get is, so on the day of, they're very emotional. You know, some people are very emotional and they don't want to mess up their makeup and say, you know, they start tearing up or start crying. What should they do?
So there is a way to cry.
Okay.
And I do tell all my brides this before they walk down. So the best thing that you can do, which we do use as much waterproof makeup as we can as far as mascara, and I do use a certain type of liner that I know doesn't run. Even if you were to jump in the pool, it's not going to run.
Oh, good. Okay.
And
because they might do that.
well, you never know. But the best thing you can do is you just get a little tissue and you kind of fold it over in the corner. And some brides even carry it with them in their bouquet and just kind of cover, because they know that they are criers.
Yeah.
Or you give it to a bridesmaid. But the best thing you can do is actually just dab on the inner and the outer, and dab anywhere that it kind of falls.
Okay.
Just don't rub, because rubbing creates like a smudging, and that's what smears the makeup, whereas a dabbing just kind of will put it back in place.
Okay, that's good. That's really good to know. Okay, cool. So now let's do the the smoky eye, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of deepen her up a little bit and giving her more of like a day to night. So right now Bella has just a pretty fresh makeup application. We just have a light mist of airbrush makeup, a little bit of color in her cheek and on her eyelids, and just a little bit of mascara.
Perfect. Cool.
And right now she just has a lip balm on, so she could wear this to work just as her everyday type of makeup.
Okay.
But if she's wanting to go out with her girlfriends, get a cocktail, hang out, we can definitely just deepen up that look and take it to more of an evening look.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, so we have just a nice little base on her lids already. She's got a little bit of like an apricot-y brown, and so we're just kind of darken around the lash line a little bit. Okay. And right now I'm just taking a little bit of a brown.
Perfect.
We'll just go right to the lash line.
So with your brides, how far have you gone, with them, traveled with them? Any destinations?
Yes, I do destination weddings. Some of our more popular from California are Hawaii and Mexico, but I have gone as far as Greece with my bride.
What?
Yes, we had a San Francisco couple that wanted to get married in Greece, and so I went with them.
Wow, that is nice.
Yeah.
That is so neat.
The nice thing about my work, and that I really enjoy too, is because it's such a happy moment and it's such a personal moment that I really do create a friendship with most of my clients. And so it's nice to keep in touch with them and see them throughout, their weddings, and then they're having babies. So that's something I really enjoy about my job. It's always just a happy time.
That's so good. I know. She did actually my makeup, and you did an amazing job with my lashes and like with my whole application, but I really I wanted to keep my lashes for days, and I just really loved how you put them on. I've never had it where they never stuck together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you did it perfect where they didn't stick and they felt so light. How did you do that?
Well, I do like to use individual lashes versus a strip. The reason behind that is a strip lash is made a certain length. It's made as, they have to contour to your eye shape, and sometimes it's just not always that comfortable. Where with individual lashes, I'm able to build straight from the lash line and build a custom lash for you that's really a lot more comfortable.
Okay, nice. What do you do about people that have jittery eyes, they keep flinching? I'm a flincher.
You're a flincher?
Yeah.
If they can keep their eyes closed, you just kind of want to look down in the same direction. Like Bella right now, if she were to move her eyes all around, you could kind of see underneath that's what she was doing. As far as putting lashes and eyeliner on, I have techniques of holding the lid that even if you want to blink, it's not going to go anywhere.
Oh, nice.
So we've just taken a nice little brown with a little bit of shimmer to it, which is nice because it's a little bit of a light reflector, and you just want to blend that in.
Is there any particular brushes that you need to use to get this type of look?
Any kind of brush that you can kind of blend with and contour with it is a good brush.
Okay.
Right now I wouldn't be using a flat brush.
Okay.
And her, I'm gonna add a little bit more of a red in, just to copper, just to bring in a little bit more color.
Okay.
So here I'm gonna use a gel base liner, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tight line her. just to bring out a little bit more of her natural lash line. So to tight line, you're actually going right at the lash line and from underneath. So it doesn't actually look like you're doing a liner on top, but it's from underneath. And then if you want to thicken it up, then you go through on top over the lash line.
Okay, cool.
So you do get a little bit of what we call fall when you're applying over, and that's when it just naturally falls underneath your eyes. Open. But on a nighttime look, you're going to kind of just smudge that out and kind of bring it into your look. So open and look up, Belle. There we go.
Nice.
And here I'm just going to use the same eyeshadow, and I'm just going to lightly smoke it out.
And how long does a makeup application take?
Depending on what we're doing, I would say 45 minutes to an hour is usually what I like to do. So here we have just a nice little smoked out eye, and then what you can do, especially if your professional is getting ready, is add a nice little lash application, which we're going to just do to one side of her real quick.
Okay.
And here I have a little kit by Ardell, and I've already added in my glue. It's lash adhesive. And this one right here is actually a mix of short, medium, and longs, which I like because I can create the lash line that I'm trying to achieve.
Nice.
And the key here is just getting as close to the lash line as possible. Go ahead and open. So here they stick, yeah. They'll always stick when you get this close to the lash line. And then we'll just do a quick coat of mascara and it'll kind of take care of it. And then once it dries completely, you won't actually see the gray of the glue or the lash of the lash adhesive. Close. It should dry black. And then what I'm going to do is add a little bit of pigment to her cheek.
So pretty, Bella.
And let me see, I'm going to go with a little bit of a peachy tone for her. Just add some color in. And you can kind of just blend that out a little bit. And then you just want to add a little bit of lip color. And so today I'm using, probably my favorite product right now is the Charlotte Tilbury. And then the color that we're using right now is Pillow Talk on the liner. And you're just going to, it's very like naturally nude tone. And then I do like to take like a little bit of a maximizer lip gloss. This is the Dior Maximizer, and it has, you know, the collagen in it, and it'll give her a nice little shine. It'll plump up your lip, and this is just a nice way to finish off your look.
Perfect. So pretty.
So if you can see from her right side to her left, just how much the eyelashes just kind of open up the eye and make them look so much bigger.
Wow, that looks so good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, Bella, for modeling for us.
Thank you, and thank you for joining us.
Anytime.
I really appreciate it. Now, tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me in downtown Martinez. I'm at the Gala. And you can also find me on my website, which is www.camillegoldstone.com.
Perfect, and thank you so much
Thanks
again.
for having me, Holly.
Click the subscribe button below as well as click the bell. Thank you so much for joining us.